We're going down to the first hole now. As we alluded to in the intro, there does appear to be a bit of a rivalry that's taken shape. Henny, what seems to be happening from your perspective?
Hi Luke, yeah, I'm looking forward to following these two players in the group. Words have been exchanged between these two leading up to the event, and our featured player seems to really want to prove something out on the course today.
Thanks, Henny. That's good insight. That should certainly add a little extra spice to our coverage this week. TPC San Antonio, Rich, is one of the stern tests on the PGA Tour, and you get an examination right out of the gates.
Second shot on this golf course, Luke, is one of the most difficult on this golf course. A deep bunker out to the right. The green runs away on the right-hand side. A tiny target for sure with the second shots.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This putt coming up is for birdie. And that finds him in a share of second. Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Time to check in with Max Homer. What's he got in store for us here? Oh, that one just missed the hole. Oh, a 14-footer. It's good to make a few of these per round.
Looking for another birdie here.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Putting for par. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it. Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Well, that approach shot seemed to catch Max Homer's attention. Nothing to roast there. Fantastic shot.
And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 155.
This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Come on, baby. Come on. Magical shot.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 3 under. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The fifth is one of the shorter par 4s on the property, right on 400 yards.
Players must make a decision whether to go for it or lay up short of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. This green is perched above the players ever so slightly, and there's a spine running right through the center of it with a low area on the left-hand side. No matter whether you go for it or you lay up, this is a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Will this stay on the cut stuff? Second shot here on the 5th. This putt is of 9 feet. Oh, so close to a birdie. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Second shot here on the 6th. Well, this one's right at the pin. Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the third hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area. It will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
Well, that looks to be drawing back nicely. Going with the 5-iron here. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
That's disappointing. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. On the tee now with the par 5 8th hole. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. A thing of beauty. Will this hang on to the fairway?
A relief for this player. It stayed out of the rough.
He's setting up for his second shot. All you can do is hope now, because that was never going down the fairway. Sitting at 4 under for the day.
I tell you what, from the rough, nice. No, that was really nice, especially from that lie.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4.
What a gargantuan tee shot.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here.
Oh, he's going to love this one.
Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. And Rich, he's doing a lovely job out there, taking care of business.
I got to say, every facet of this player's game was in great shape today. Lots of golf yet to be played. Looking forward to watching it.
Ah, that's a tough break. Second shot here on the 10th hole. That is a high-quality shot. Got a lot of that one.
Nicely done.
A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
From about 130 yards here. Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
This one's come off the blade pretty nicely. Come on. And back to the play, shall we? This one's for birdie. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Rich, this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot, as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. A 9-foot chance here.
This for a birdie.
And that's 8 birdies today. And that will take him to 8 under. He sits in first position. 13's a long path for him, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. You come up short in those bunkers, well, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. Oh, right by the hole. Lining up the birdie putt here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, I think this one's going to be going left to right.
Three feet to go here to the hole. Okay, let's head to the next. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot, must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in two.
This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Never up, never in, as they say, Rich. Tapping in for the birdie. He's leading by 5 shots as we head to the next hole. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
This is his second shot. This looks very handy. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Yeah, that was slightly misjudged. And tapping in for par on this one. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Okay, that'll work. This putt to get to double digits under the card. And he's down there. You got to read.
An uphill left to righter.
This one's dialed in. What a putt that was. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The 17th is certainly a fun hole. The question really is, should players go for it or lay up?
Depending on where they put the tee box, Luke, most players should be going for this green. Anything just short and left could find that deep bunker fronting a green, but to be fair, that's not a bad miss. The one you want to avoid at all costs is the one on the right-hand side, because nobody, not even professionals, like a 60-yard bunker shot.
Well, let's take a look at what Max Homer can deliver here. Okay, let's get back to the action. Time for the second shot at the 17th. scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup.
Oh, I like the pace on this putt. This one's got some momentum to it. Oh, so close. Well judged. Putting for a par here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Reached the finishing hole here at TPC San Antonio. Very famous with that creek meandering up through the last half of it. It's a great par 5.
Only the bravest of the brave will be going for this green in 2. Just a tee shot down the left-hand side and a layup, a difficult one at that, up the right-hand side. You must avoid the bunkers and the water with your second. Third shot, past the creek to a green that sits above you that has 3 distinct tiers on it. Getting it close here requires a deft touch.
And this from the green side rough. Ooh. Back into play from the rough. Wow. 6 feet remaining to the cup. His round has come to a close. That is an impressive birdie. That's a nice way to start this tournament, opening up with the first round lead.
Absolutely it is. You always want to see your name up on top of that leaderboard, no matter which round you're in. After the first round, though, so far, so good.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time now for the final round of the Valero Texas Open from TPC San Antonio. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. And Rich, heading into the final 18 holes, it's been an outstanding performance over the first 54. What's he going to do to close this one out?
Yes, he's got the lead and needs to keep things steady heading into this final round. Should be a great day of golf ahead of us, Luke.
We head down to the first tee now, and he's got that focus, hasn't he, as he's trying to close out the win today. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway, and that's going to set the tone for the day. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
This one heading towards the green. Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Well, that's an early statement right there.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Sitting at 12 under par for the event. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Handy effort, that one. Setting up for his third shot. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
He's currently sitting in first place. Here we are at the third hole, a par 3.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates.
And not giving the field a chance to breathe whatsoever.
And now onto the par 4, fourth hole. Oh, that is crushed. Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely for the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's so subtle, but it is going to go right.
A chance to make a birdie just slides by. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. And as we move to the 5th, it's a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Yeah, that one will play. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Should find the green.
And this is why we think this player is going to be world class. To produce that against Max Homa, wow, wow, wow.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Hole 7, and it's a par 3. Looks like a lovely little draw there. Opting for the hybrid, I think. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
John, what's the line on this putt?
This is pretty straight. Might move a little bit to the left.
Great birdie putt. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to the par 5, 8th hole.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
That's a good-looking shot there. This now, his 3rd shot. Now this putt to get to 18 under par. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
We're 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Nice line. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. Time now to take in the 9th hole.
Not a single bunker on this hole. Tee shot is fairly straightforward. Just hit it straight, find the center of the fairway. The second shot, however, gets a little interesting as this green is very deep, not very wide. Big runoff areas on both sides of this green. A par here is a solid number.
This shot from about 190 yards out. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Putting for birdie. Oh, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Oh, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table, the chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the second week in a row. Impressive.
Yeah, that was a safe play. 14 feet to the cup. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
This one's looking good. And nicely holed. And after that hole, sitting now 20 under par. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Around 110 yards to go. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Oh, that's a great shot. And a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is for birdie.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Not bad. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Not a bad play, that one. This putt from around 18 feet.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one is breaking left to right. Starts off looking good.
Looking good.
Yes, the putt drops. Beautiful. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Going with the hybrid. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. That was a beauty.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Ooh. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. The 14th is a par 5. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Setting up for this one in the second cut. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This putt's right around 36 feet to the cup.
Hit a house. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Ah, the birdie just slides by. And that should secure the par on this one. And free putting for par on this hole. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole. That was absolutely murdered. Oh, he's executed that superbly. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A birdie putt awaits. Well, you're going to take your hat off to this performance. Now 23 under par with a handful of holes left to play.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Oh, well played. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This for a birdie run.
And he's done it. He's holed it. And that means he extends his lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
He's currently in first place. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole.
I wonder if he's going to try and attack this hole. He could definitely extend the lead if he plays it right.
Lovely effort, that. Standing over his second shot. That's a great chip. He should be able to clean that up for par.
Such soft hands.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. He's making this look easy, keeps surging ahead. And now 25 under par for the tournament as we move over to the next hole. And now striding to the final tee of this round.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Pretty good shot there.
Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
He has this putt to win the tournament. And he's down there. You got to read?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. Well, that was a Texas-sized performance by our champion. They have now added the Valero Texas Open to their list of wins.
After this victory, Luke, I'm pretty sure this player is going to have a little bigger hitch in his giddy-up.
And Rich, you know all about this. It's hard just to win once on the PGA Tour, but going back-to-back?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.